Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Debbie Singleton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to my Facebook Live and connection is my internet is not working well, so bear with my internet connections. But now this time I figured I'd get my streaming connection to my Facebook connection, but tonight it's the internet and I think it's the weather. So I think I figured out how to do the system that I'm using. So yay. So at least now you have a screen tonight. Last week you didn't have a screen. So eventually I think I'll get everything all figured out and we can have a Facebook Live again because Facebook took that away from us. So anyways, so tonight we're going to do flowing flowers. I finally got that one in. That's what I really wanted to do last week. Last week's I will try maybe to like pre-record it and then put it up on my Facebook so that you can see what I did, because that was actually a really pretty card too. But so tonight we're going to do flowing flowers. They're doing exciting name for sorry down. I apologize. Bear with me. So super demonstrate with you, but you get to look at the products May 1st. So that's exciting. There's some really pretty fun, exciting new things in the catalog. So it's really fun and exciting. So tonight's card that we're going to do, I picked flowers. Freesia color is not going away, and that is purple. So that, and then I picked, let's see, I'm going to use I just also use the macrame embossing folder. That would be fun. And then I also wanted to give it some more shape and color or texture. So I use the Beautiful Shapes dies, which these are kind of like hexagons. So I did that. So this is the card that we're going to do. And I thought that it would be super fun to say, sending a card instead of a text. And on the inside, put birthday. Everybody sends you a text or sends you, a Facebook post. So I thought it'd be fun to send somebody a card that says sending you a card. That's the card we're going to do tonight. So let's get started. So oh, hi, Sarah. Nice for you to join. Thank you so much. I think I finally got things figured out. Not quite sure, but we'll see. So I'm going to make me smaller and make my workstation bigger. I think that this is how we can do this. Yes. Yay. So my workstation's bigger and I'm smaller. So I figured out how to do that too with my my thing. Yeah, isn't this set super cute? So in this set, it is so fun. It says, just a note, thank you, I like you, time for a happy dance. I love that saying, happy dance. I just think that would be fun to be saying that to someone. Super pretty in this too. So I had ordered it and didn't get it in to do a card. So I finally was able to do a card with it. So I thought we'd do a card this way. Hi, Mom. Yes, I know my video is breaking up. I think that it's because I'm having bad internet connection, and I think it's because of the weather. And so my internet is going in and out, so bear with that. All right, so I'm going to use basic white, and our dimensions are 5.5 by 8.5, and I scored it right in half at 4 1/4. So put that a nice little crease there. And then this macrame I thought was so fun. I already kind of went through the embossing machine, but it's super fun and easy to do. I thought I saved it out. Yes, I did. So you put your paper in, and you make sure that your paper is all the way in, and then you put it through the machine. But the macrame kind of looks like the ones. So that's why I picked it. But you can tell this is a little bit more raised using it, so that's what I use. And then I hexagon. I wasn't sure. So I already cut those out, and I used the largest and then the second one from it. So we're going to use stamp on those. And then what I do, I thought that then I do another piece of just big white, and this 3.5 by 4. Stamp the big kind of all over it. Use another stamp that makes the leaf, and I use the blossoms on it so that you can stamp the leaves on there. And you can use this little flower and stamp in between if you want to, but I decided I didn't want to. So it's your card. You can do that too. So I'm going to stamp on this one, and we're going to stamp in the fresh freesia, which is the purple. I'm going to make it the purple color. So ink that up a little bit. Get that all inked. It's all around the edges, so I don't like it around the edges because then I think sometimes that translates onto your card. So I just wipe around the edges a little bit just so that it doesn't transfer on the card. All right. Yep. Stamp it a couple of times, just all over. Yep, just a little bit on the edge up here. Stamp it over here a little bit. This weekend we went and we played bunco, Jessica and I. They had a all right, came back. So we played bunco, and we were raising money for Haley's dance. and we had a great time. There was a lot of people there. Played somewhere in Glendale at a restaurant, which they had an outdoor place for us to play in. I haven't played Bunko in years, and it was so much fun. It's such a good time. And I ended up winning for least Bunkos. So I even won a prize. So I ended up giving it to Haley. It was a lunchbox, which I didn't need a lunchbox. So I gave it to Miss Haley anyways. So, that's kind of funny. I won something and I give it to her anyways. Okay. So now we have that all stamped up. Now I'm going to stamp the hexagons too. I'm going to put those on there. And I'm going to just stamp those kind of randomly, as random as I can anyways. Hi, Valerie. Nice to see you. I'm glad you could join us. Right. Big one, it might fit almost one whole one on there. Yeah. Small one, I might just do like a half a one on there. I'm getting very excited for a new catalog. I have a lot of fun and exciting new things that are coming out in there. And I can't wait to put my pre-order in. And I think we get to be showing some new things out of the catalog, but not until after they tell us, which I can't remember, Sarah, when that is. I think that's not till after April sometime. Give us certain parameters for us to spread the good stuff. Okay. Now we can put some little leaves on here. And I chose Granny Apple Green to use for my leaves. And then someone showed me this really cool trick. If you don't want the little stem to show too much, you can put the little piece of paper here and stamp it on most of the stem on the piece of paper so that you get just a little bit of the stem on the piece of paper, but you still get the leaves on there. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea. So we still want some of the leaves on there, but we don't want all of the stem on, especially like on this one. We want some leaves on here, but we don't really want a whole big stem on there. Leaves on here. These guys, we want some leaves, but I might want a little bit of stem on here. I think I'll leave a little bit of stem on there, but not on all of them. This one's long. Do stem and leaf. I guess they can have more than one leaf coming out of them, huh? All right. That's pretty good. Now we're going to put on so I put pop dots on them to pop dot them. It also gives them that dimension that's needed too. So to kind of give me an idea of how I wanted them on here before I actually I want to change that. No, maybe not. Maybe I do want it right there. I'm not sure. I'll set that aside for a second. And then I'm going to get out my there instead of a text and put stamp